Why did the US government do all those UFO hearings a few months ago? The US government, in part, is aware of multiple facts of life that they will not let the public know. Free energy, life on other planets, and the real history of the human species genetic engineering. The government, in part, has been keeping things safe by not allowing the whole truth to be exposed. The hearing was because a whistleblower found and delivered significant evidence for an investigation and hearing to take place. The reason so much money is spent on hiding the truth is because when the truth comes out, we won't use money anymore. Capitalism is for brain-dead monkeys. Actual, non-conspiratorial answer: because Congress is almost evenly divided. A governing majority requires every last vote. That gives individual members leverage to demand attention for their own personal interests. So, a small body of legislators demanded a hearing about UFOs. Any other time, they would be brushed off and their demands ignored. But since they have leverage right now, leadership appeased them. Harry Reid had a curiosity about it along with his friend Robert Bigelow. Reid got the ball rolling, and it was picked up by Chuck Schumer, and became a bipartisan initiative in Congress. They started getting credible people in the government to agree to testify in front of Congress and behind closed doors, and that's the current landscape of where we are now. It's my opinion that when things like this happen, it's because they're showing us their left hand, so we don't see their right, not a euphemism for leftist right-swinging actions. If there is something that can draw the attention of the public away from what they prefer, we don't pay attention to. They lean into it. People without any evidence and defending criminals in their party and accusing the other side of every nasty thing they actually do to deflect blame and try to get people to believe it is both sides. The truth is, people want more out of this life. We wish there was something. Anything that was supernatural that could deliver us from the harsh reality of life. So many atheists believe in UFOs, and so many religious people find the idea ridiculous. Both seek a higher power, because they needed to get people to start reporting them, because what if it's a secret plane or a Russian Chinese one? They'd want to know about it. But you aren't going to go and talk about it because people think you are talking about aliens. Whenever the government does anything, they are playing a game of look at the monkey, and you really need to pay attention to whatever story is getting passed over at the time. That's the important one that they don't want you to pay attention to. Because a senior, high-level intelligence officer blew the whistle on a UFO crash retrieval program that was being illegally kept from Congress and misappropriating funds. That's a huge allegation that Congress has a duty to investigate. Because maybe, just maybe, something is going on and some parts of the government aren't in the know. A lot of y'all didn't watch the hearings and it shows. Of course, there's a stigma around UFOs, and this comment section is a prime example. There were no UFO hearings a few months ago. There were no UFO hearings a few months ago. There were no UFO hearings a few months ago. There were no UFO hearings a few months ago. There were no UFO hearings a few months ago. Republicans in Congress are a bunch of fucking morons who enjoy wasting taxpayer dollars on bullshit instead of practical things like increasing government employee pay to keep up with the private sector. It's like street magic. They do something out in the open for everyone to see. Meanwhile, something else is happening while you're looking where they want you to. Near the end of the USSR, people become obsessed with UFOs. If that's anything to go by, the US is ready to collapse too. Why the obsession, I can't guess though. Alien abductions ended because of smartphones. But the government is acknowledging it can't explain everything in the sky. Make a new mental health condition up in the DSM and classify UFO sightings as a new type of schizophrenia. To check if they're really secret planes and drones and rockets are still really secret. Just more distractions from the real issues like poverty, homelessness and broken healthcare system. Oh yeah. What happened in the end? I love that everyone was like, honestly, whatever at this point. Because they're UFOs that no one can identify. It's kind of a big deal. I need to get out of here now. Thank you everyone for the internet. They only talked about UFOs when Biden and his son were on trial, to hide the fact they know more than they are telling us.